All right, welcome along. My name's Bosh. This is Bosh's Ableton Beginner Bits. And today we are going to be taking a look at some reverbs. Now, what I've done is I've loaded up 7 Reverb VSTs that I use on a regular basis, non-Ableton stock ones. And I'm just going to go through each one using the same Reggae drum loop. And I'm going to play each one, go through a few of the settings, pick a few presets, and just trying to give you a little breakdown of which ones I like, which ones I'm not as keen on, which ones I think you could do with having in your collection. Now, I think 3 of these are paid, and 4 of them are free. So that's quite good. Everyone loves a free reverb. And then just before we get into it, I want to advertise buymeacoffee.com. It's basically like a tip service. So if you like the videos that you see here and you want to contribute in some way, shape or form, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/BoshDubs and you can donate something there. So anything like that is massively appreciated. What's appreciated more is subscribing, commenting, liking the video, all that kind of business. Helps in the algorithm, helps to push it to other people like yourselves who might want to find these videos. So let's get straight into it without any further ado. We're going to go, the first one is VRev 666. Now let's open it up first and have a look. This is a spring reverb emulator. Very simple. It's not many different options you can do. We've only got 4 major controls here. We've got the effect limiter, the mix, the tone, and the pre-delay. So it's a bit of a one-trick pony, but it is nice to use on some. I like to use this on some background elements, just for a very basic spring reverb sound. It's not a bad sound. Let's have a listen. So this is the drum kit on its own that I'm going to use. All right, we're going to use this loop with every reverb just to get an idea of how it might sound. So let's turn it on. It's on, but let's drag the effect up a little bit, the dry wet value. All right, we know what would be good, turning it on first might be smart. Okay, so let's make this fully wet while I play around with it, just so you can really get an idea of how it sounds on its own. Yep, nice pre-delay there, simple. Lowering the tone knob muffles the tone a little bit. Turning it up, you get a brighter tone. Now the limiter's going to do some limiting compression. It's limiting, it's not compression, but it's going to do some like sort of audio and gain control. That's the gain reduction knob there. And that's it. That's all you've got. You can't control any of the decay time, anything like that. Nothing like that. It is one spring reverb. It's got a design, it's got a use, and that's it. I think the pre-delay sounds quite nice, fully turned up. You get like that little sort of high delayed sort of effect. So that's that one, VRev 666. This one is by Fuse Audio Labs and it is free. So why not go give it a try? It's completely free and it's simple. I'm not going to go any more into that because we don't need to. Next is Little Plate. Now, Little Plate is a Sound Toys plugin. Let's have a look at it. Again, another really simple one. This one's a plate emulator. If you don't know, I should have explained with the spring really. A spring reverb is a box and it's got some springs in it. And what the idea is that you're running your audio from one end of that spring through to the other end, and then taking out what the output is the original sound with the sound of the spring moving added to it. That's what spring reverb is. A plate reverb is a similar idea, but it's a metal plate. And I believe they used to attach the input at one corner of the plate and then take the sound of that had happened as the sound that you've made has travelled through that metal plate and back to the other side. It adds reverb because the plate moves, I think. So, so let's have a look at this one. Again, let's hear it dry. And then let's turn it on. Now this is a simple reverb. There's not too much to it. It's just a mix knob, dry and wet, a low cut. So you can hear there's a lot of low end in that. No low end in that. And then just a decay knob. You've got a modulation knob as well there, so let's turn that on. Let's turn this down. Now that modulation knob, I don't know if you can hear it, it's a very slight bit of character that it adds to the sound, but it's just a nice little touch. It sort of thickens it out a little bit. It's not very easy to hear it. It's only a very slight change, but it does do something. You can hear something there. Let's flick through a few presets since there's so little settings. Nice drums. 2 second long drum one. Let's do an extreme one in a space. Let's do Tom Torn's ambience. Yeah, so there's loads of things you can do with this. Again, a really simple one, really basic. This one's by Sound Toys. It is $99 on the website, but at the moment it's on sale for $29 at the time of recording, which is the 25th of April 2024, sorry. So as of right now, 25th of April 24, it's $29 on the website, so it's on sale there. Go cop it while you can. Up next, another free one. This one is called Old School Verb. Let's have a look at it. I think this one's my least favourite of all these. To me, it doesn't sound very natural. It sounds really digital. There's a lot of clicking and sort of, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but this is the one I probably use the least. It's my least favourite reverb here, but let's have another, just to play around with it with this loop and have a listen. Turn up the pre-delay. Can you hear that like a buzzing at the top of it? I don't like it. It's in the high end, isn't it? That I do not like that. Let's go through some presets. Mono right down the middle. Okay, so I'm going to stop with this one because it's a bit gash. I don't really like it. So that is Voxengo Old School Verb. That one's free. If you like the sound of that, give it a try. It's not really my bag. It sounds just too like it's inside a computer, digital being replicated. Not really my bag, but it is free. So if you want to try it, no harm done to anyone. All right, we're making good time on this video, actually. This might be quite a short one this week. Up next, another one I quite like, and this is called Recoil. It's by Bosh Digital Audio Labs, I don't know. And it's $99 on their website currently. This is a Spring reverb emulator. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The only thing with any Spring emulator is once it's set, you have to add modulation to make it sound a bit more natural. Again, they do start to sound like you're just hearing the same reverb over and over again. Really good emulation on the different types of springs on this one. And let's just get into it again. Let's start playing around. What I'm going to do first is unlink the dry and wet signals, because you can link them. Oh, hang on, have I still got the other one on? Yep, Old School Verb's still running. Let's cancel that. Recoil. Okay. This is dry signal. Okay, nice little lasery short spring. Let's make the spring length longer. Can you hear how it's looser? It's a lot of a looser sound. I'm doing this a lot. Ooh, that pre-delay isn't that. Now this is one thing. This has got a really long pre-delay knob, so you can have that delay coming in that reverb way later than it's supposed to, which can create some really nice textures. Again, let's go through. So you've got with this, you've got spring presets, and then you've got full reverb presets. So let's go through some springs. Small spring, sounds tight. Loose. can put 2 or even 3 springs. Let's look at the difference between the 1 and the 3 springs now. So this is 3, and I'm going to change it to 1. It's a very singular sound. That's nicer. 3 springs is nice. Yeah, I really like this one. Now, it's quite interesting, this, because you can link the dry and wet and watch. It's kind of a weird relationship that they have. Let me just try and see. Yeah, it always resets the same thing. So it starts out with your full wet signal, and as you bring the dry up, the wet moves down, and then the percentage sort of difference increases there. So it's quite an interesting way that they've got this to work. So let's have a look, have a listen to that. This is the fully dry signal linked. So we can see very slight lowering of the dry. But then the wetter it gets, the more the knob moves. Yeah? Let's have another flick around short springs. Now you'll notice here some of them, some of the spring settings have like these extra settings on here. Width is obviously stereo width. We've got filters down here. I think this is a really good one. Again, as I said, your spring reverb, once it's set, it's kind of static, but this has just got some really nice controls that a lot of other, what I've found, spring reverb controls don't have. So this one I would recommend. Like I say, it is $99. It's a pricey one, but I think it's worth it. Loads of presets, and you can split those presets down. So we've got... Ooh. You can get this natural short tank, but then change the spring setup. Change the amount of springs, spring length, stretch. Okay, so what just happened there is my computer crashed as I tried to just move that knob on this VST too quickly. So let's just keep doing what we're doing before, have a little flick through. Yeah, so there's some nice effects. Let's have a little flick through some presets again. Yeah, so that's Recoil, and that is $99 at the moment, and it is on Bosh Digital Labs. Now the next one is another free one, and I spoke about this one in my top Dubwise VST plugins video, and this is Charm Verb. Now this is a part of the free pack that I talked about in that other video. That's the Melder Production Free FX pack, and it's quite a cool little reverb, to be fair. So again, let's get it playing. Now, I've been playing around with this a little bit. There's a thing called... Oh, God, CPU's acting up. Hello. Check. All right, so there's a section on here, which I didn't notice before, called Designer. And using this, you can really sort of change how this reverb acts, basically. And you can make it act more like a spring. So I'm going to turn the delay max right down here. So we're back to a normal reverb. And let's just have a flick. Yeah, so you can start to get like phasey, wobbly reverbs or even delay kind of sounding effects here, which is quite nice. So See, it starts acting a bit more like a delay there, which is quite a cool little thing. But let's put it back to reverb. Yeah. So that's Charm Verb. That is free with the Melder Production free effects pack. You can get it for free on its own, I think, as well. Really nice reverb. And then I've got two more to do. We've got the Convolution Reverb, which is by Melder Production again. This is called Convolution EZ, and it's another convolution reverb like Ableton. So let's have a look. I need to stop this clip, start that clip. Okay, so this is fully wet at the moment. Let's go around and have a listen and see what we've got here. Let's go to the special folder. We've got some reverse. Let's put it in with the... Okay, interesting. Got a couple of springs. Ooh. Nice spring. There's another nice spring. Let's see. Now this is quite interesting because you could apply then this is as if you are miking something up. So then you can literally add the effect of a microphone being used to record the drums on here. Yeah, very, very faint sort of effect there. Church. Some really nice big spaces. We've got plates. Now, there's not too much in the way of other options with this as far as I can see here. We've got your basic controls here. You've got a pre-delay. And then you've just got folders of convolutions, which, if you don't know, convolution reverb is basically where someone takes a microphone and goes into a space and you can record the reverb of that space and then apply it to your music. So you could go into my room now, hold the microphone, make a noise, record that noise, and then somehow, magic, they make that into a reverb profile that you can then put onto other things. So let's go this box. Someone's recorded the inside of a guitar body for this one. Yeah, really small, tight sort of thing. Guitar cabinet. Laptop speakers. See, I mean, you could kind of use this for creative EQing as well. It's like it's being reverbed through laptop speakers. So I think this is a really powerful one. And to say this is free as well is pretty good. Okay, and the last one. Now, the last one, I'm not going to lie, I don't have a price for it. Now, that's because I went on Reason's website and I can't really figure out where you get this VST from anymore. I think you get it if you download Reason. I think you get this as an option. But basically what it is, it's Reason's Rack Effects plugin. I'll load it up now so you can see what I'm talking about. And this, if anyone's used Reason before, this is the rack from Reason. And I've basically used the standard reverb from within Reason in Ableton. This is the RV7000 Mark II. And let's just minimize this for a second. When you first see it, it comes up like this, and it's very simple. Let's get it going. All right, we've got a spring. Let's go flick through some presets. These are all springs. All right. So you can see this has got very simple controls. We've got a decay control, the high frequency dampener, high frequency EQ, dry wet control, turn your EQ and gate on and off. But then if you click this little button here, we get some extended controls, and you can kind of see what the reverb's doing here. So this is like a reversed reverb. You can hear it get louder. Yeah, that's what that's doing. Let's change the algorithm. Yeah. better. Ooh. Now again, starting to sound a little bit like delays here, but that's kind of what you get when you get into the springs, because they slap from side to side. You're going to get those delay sort of sounds. But this is another one I use quite a lot. I really like this one, the RV 7000 Mark II, and this is built within the Reason Rack plugin effect. I couldn't figure out how much it costs. It may cost as much as it costs to buy Reason. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I got it in an offer about 4 or 5 years ago when it first came out. I would very much recommend this one. It is good. And I think that's going to be it for this video. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. Let me just close this. So we've got the Reverb 666, which is the single spring emulator that is free from Fuse Audio Labs. We've got Little Plate, Soundtoys Little Plate. This is a plate emulator, $99, but as of right now when I'm recording this video on the 25th of May, the 25th of April, it is $29. So get it quick if you want to get that one for cheap. Up next, we've got the old school Verb. Not as big a fan of this one, not going to lie. Vox & Go, this one's free as well. Recoil, this one's a spring emulator, and this one's got more options than the VRev. The VRev has only got one spring. This one's got multiple spring combinations. You can set the density and all sorts with this. Really good spring reverb emulator. We've got the M-Charm, really nice controls to blend between reverb and delay on this one. Convolution is, again, like Ableton's Convolution. You've got loads of spaces in there. That's really nice. This one and the last one are both free from Melda Production. And then the last one is the RV 7000 Mark II, and this is within Reason's Rack Effect plugin. And you'll have to go and try and figure out if you can find out how to download that and how much it is. So that's it, my reverb rundown for the week. If you like that, then please go to buymeacoffee.com/BoshDubs. You can donate there, help the cause, chuck me enough money to get a little coffee or something. You can also subscribe, like, comment, all that business. I will get back in touch with everyone who comments. And leave your suggestions for videos as well. If you've got a suggestion of something you'd like to see me approach, maybe it's something, this video you've seen before that I can maybe have put my angle on, anything like that. Just send me a message, send me a comment, and I will see what I can do. But I am going to leave it there now. My name's Bosh. This has been Bosh's Ableton Beginner Bits, and I will see you next time. Ciao.